Dylan Thomas, Welsh poet. When we think of Dylan Thomas, we think of villanelle. How many lines are there in this literary form called villanelle? Because when we say sonnet, 14 lines. So how many lines are there in villanelle? I have given you a clue. So you have 5 tercets and a quatrain. So do the math and you can easily find the lines. Yes, 19 lines. So here we have refrains. Refrain is a common feature in this literary form. So one of the famous villanelle is "Do not go gentle into that good night." So this line will come as a refrain throughout this poem. So 5 tercets, 3 lines. So 3 into 5, 15 plus a quatrain, 19 lines. And this is for his father who is sick and is about to die, David John Thomas. It's kind of an elegy. I would say, do not go gentle into that good night. This poem, this is the name of the title. And he says, old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. So this line, the third line, also becomes a refrain. So this is a typical one. When you say villanelle, you will find 2 refrains. Do not go gentle into that good night, and also rage, rage against the dying of the light. Next, some of the other poems by Dylan Thomas, a famous collection, Deaths and Entrances, and generally prescribed poems by Dylan Thomas. This poem is often prescribed Fern Hill, and another poem, poem in October, talking about his childhood. Then about his craft, In My Craft or Sullen Art, kind of a meta poem. Then Altar Wise by Owl Light. Then another collection, 18 poems, The Map of Love. You don't remember all these things, but remember Fern Hill poem in October, often prescribed poems by Dylan Thomas. And Dylan Thomas is also known for his play Under Milkwood. Often asked question. Under Milkwood is a radio play by Dylan Thomas. Then his work, Portrait of the Artist as a Young Dog by Dylan Thomas. Because we know Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man is by James Joyce, but this is Portrait of the Artist as a Young Dog by Dylan Thomas.